I would like to dedicate this film to Chief David Lattès, who was one of our last hereditary chiefs of the SÁNEĆ people. I would also like to dedicate it to the children of SÁNEČ, the present ones and those that will come in the future, and to all those people who have made a contribution to the realization of this great SÁNEČ dream.
One day, a long, long time ago, the waters began to rise. The people began to worry as the waters rose up to their homes. They collected their belongings and went to their canoes. As the water rose, they paddled to the highest mountain. When they reached the top, one of the men made a long anchor rope of cedar bark. The waters rose to the top of the mountain. The people were anchored there for a long time, but were well prepared and had lots of dried salmon to eat. As they were tied up there, a raven came and landed on the bow of the canoe. It seemed to be telling them something. So finally, one of the men pointed out to the far distance and said, "Ni, Quanat, the SÁNEČ, look what's emerging." So then they knew that this is what the raven was telling them. They knew the flood was over. As the tide went down, they gathered in a circle and gave thanks to the mountain that saved their lives. And they said, "From now on, this mountain will be called SÁNEČ, the place of refuge, and we will be called the SÁNEČ people."
This is how we are SÁNEČ people today. I think from the vision of those old people that they knew that there was going to be a flood. And as years went by, they still had those visions for our people, the SÁNEČ people. I know way back in 1938, when I was about 8 years old, people were thinking about betterment for our people at that time, which were hard times in 1938, and they built this little school that they have here. Where I first came to school, I didn't know a word of English. Never knew how to speak not one English word. But I was fluent in two dialects. I was fluent in the Santasan language and the Halkamenam language, which is Cowichan. Some of my ancestors came from Cowichan. But I'm proud that I'm a SÁNEĆ person. I learned well the traditions of our people. And as time grew, as I grew, and then they transferred me to a residential school, which I don't have too good a memories of. You know, it wasn't all that good to talk about. Because at that time they had told us that we cannot speak or we cannot practice our way as Native people. But we carried on our traditions, our ways. And I think today that, you know, I'm one of the people that are very proud that I did stick to talking my language and teaching the history of our people as I am now. And hopefully that you children will be proud that you're SÁNEĆ people, because we have went a long ways in the last few years, the vision that our elders had.
Edeltas appelt die squala kun die enok. Onen tulus chinangat. Cheat to stella just to let the kawachin. And he couldn't tease. The stay weirds. Eat the tachtens. Chows that here. Sweaters, chattings, see school out. Why sit this questioning?